Howdy, howdy, howdy! It's Slotty with Slotty Studios, y'all. We're gonna check out The Silent Kingdom by Lucky Cat. Believe this is made in RPG Maker MV. And right off the bat, we're greeted with a beautiful, beautiful title screen. WASD. Controller. Arrows. Cool. Alright, let's go ahead and check out our options. Let's go ahead and turn that on for now. We got language options. Let's turn this down just a little bit. Oh, I'm digging that art. I like the particles. Some people don't. They say it's overused. But, you know, when it's not too bad, I think it's... Or not too much, I think it's just right. Hearken unto me, thou who gazed upon the world with brazen pride, and as a mere mortal deemed thyself higher than the divine weaving. From thy grasp I shall wrest the suns and moons, no longer shall the stars shine for thee. But the twilight of a kingdom is tender and serene, akin to the sweetest demise. For such is the benevolence and depths of mine affection. Oh, that's gorgeous. Let's see, we have Denise. Princess! Princess! Oh my goodness. Does it accept typing? No. Araness? Iraness? Araness? Am I saying this right? I butcher names all the time. Let's go ahead and keep her the default name. I like this right here. That's cool. Alright, let's go ahead and keep her the default name. Princess, wake up! By the goddess's grace, your kingdom has awakened, and so must you! Everything starts with Denise's voice. Dawn descends upon the kingdom, and I wake up in my bedroom, a little disoriented. Cool, so we got, like, picture choice things. What is that, like Galv's visual novel choices? But I'm loving these, my brain's not working. The text box, I'm loving the text box, the window. That's freaking gorgeous, man. It's got a, what is that, like kind of a pocket mirror type vibe. Let's see, we got, just a bit longer. Good morning, Denise. By the goddess, how can you be so lazy sometimes? Up you get, today's a special day. A special day? Of course, today's your 13th birthday. Had you forgotten? Did I not turn 13 quite a few years ago? Look at me. I don't think I'm... What nonsense are you uttering now? No more dawdling. Dawdling. Pick out one of your best dresses. His Majesty awaits. Oh, and you always do say you prefer getting dressed on your own. But if you need any help... No, I'm fine. Very well. In that case, I shall take my leave and help with the preparations for tonight's banquet. It's not every day that a princess has a birthday. Oh, footstep sounds. And don't forget to pay your father a visit when you're ready. I will, I will. Phew, peace at last. Denise has tended me for as long as I can remember. I hold her in very high regard, but sometimes she can be a bit tiresome. A banquet, huh? The idea sounds rather odd to me. Move around with WASD or the arrow keys. Interact with E, space, or enter. So I'm loving all the art. The parallax, I'm assuming it's a parallax mapping here. Sprites look gorgeous. We have... Our backleg is really dark. We have... Running sprites. When you're running, the running sounds a bit much. It's like... Oh, that's gorgeous, though. From here, I can see most of the gardens. Beyond them, there is barely anything to behold, save for the mountains in the distance. I was told that the kingdom is vastly different beyond the citadel's walls. Oh, I can see little Chrono with his wooden sword, training bright and early this morning. So Chrono from Chrono Trigger actually doesn't have the H in his name. He's Chrono. But I know this isn't Chrono from Chrono Trigger, I'm just saying. That's pimp, though. I'm loving this art. I am playing with the controller right now. We'll see how that goes. We have chair, mirror, and wardrobe, I guess. Bed. I love shinies on interactables. I hate walking around and pressing the... Oh, she's drinking tea. Sometimes you'll find spots you can interact with. Some of them might unlock new scenes, so pay attention. Enter. Cool. My 13th birthday? That makes no sense. I stopped being a child long ago, although I cannot seem to remember when. Interesting, interesting. Ellipses. This again. All my dresses seem too small for me. I must tell Denise. Why does it keep slipping my mind? For now, I'll leave like this. There's nothing inside this closet that I could possibly wear. So you're just gonna walk around in your... I don't know. Barely a tunic? Loving it. Smooth camera. Multi-frame animation. We had blinking and talking busts earlier. Super. Oh, look at the reflections. Maid. Oh, good morning, princess. Do you know where my father is? His Majesty is currently convening with his generals in the war room. I'm afraid he won't allow any interruptions until the meeting is over. Why don't you take a walk around the gardens in the meantime? It's such a beautiful day. Thank you, I shall do that. Don't tell me what to do. Ellipses. And we have this cool little roses. I think I'm going to turn the music down just a tad. It's a little loud in my... thank you, I shall do that. Have a nice morning. With your permission, I shall return to my duties. You can dash with shift or just turn always dash on in the options menu, which we did earlier. Oh, that was strange. Oh, it's pimping. Oh, it's animated. Oh, get to work. Happy birthday, princess. There's a lot to prepare for tonight's banquet. If you press shift during any dialogue, you'll access the log system. Try it before closing this window. Alright, so we have Yanfai's dialogue thingy. Oh, very cool menu. Loving this background. Options. Let's turn our music down just a little bit. It's loud in my headphones. I don't know if it's loud in the recording. Can we save anywhere? Okay, cool. We have auto-saving. Let's go ahead and save. Do we have any equipments? I mean, we are kind of naked. What's our status? Interesting. All our stats here are 16. Princess of the Kingdom of Cristaria, daughter of King Alexander di Cristaria, and the sole heir to the throne. Cool. We have any skills? We have Rex Imperia, Cristarian Dance. Does that mean I'm a dancer? Powerful attack. Well, that's not a terrible amount of information. No items. But we're practically nude. Is this the war room where the king is? Oh, I'm taking these maps. It's locked. I should have the key in my room. Music is pretty good. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Did she say something? Lady, don't go down the stairs. You're going to block my path. So she said she had the key in her room. Where might that be? I wonder. Obtained a chest key. Nice. Maybe that should have a sparkly. Smooth 60 frames so far. Alright, let's steal whatever's in here. Use chest key. You obtained potion. I wonder if potions are super rare and that was worth it, or so much to do. See, I missed that last time. I'm loving that behavior sprite, though. Okay, stay out of the stairway, lady. Oh, sparkly. Although now extinct, dragons are still a symbol of our kingdom, Cristaria. It is said that the first king took to the skies in the back of one. Oh, hello. Errand boy. I've always wondered why we are known as the Fire Kingdom. I can't decide if it's due to our region's volcano or due to our infamous forges. What do you think? Choices in blue text offer extra dialogue and information and do not advance the main conversation. Oh. Let's go do that. Oh, I'd rather not think about them. If it were up to the dragons, we wouldn't exist. Oh, that's an interesting perspective. So why is it only 13? Do you say anything different? The Fire Kingdom has a nice ring to it, don't you think? Everything was fine until the Fire Nation attacked. Happy birthday, Princess. Oh, that's so cool. Happy birthday, Princess. Made a... Why is His Majesty convening with his generals on a day of celebrations? Do you think the situation with the terrors has worsened? Shh, just think about it frightens me. I've heard stories about terrors that would rob you of your sleep for weeks. Well, hello, person. His Majesty is in a meeting. I'm afraid I can't let anyone in. What about you guys? Is this a wall they're standing in front of, or stairs? Like, okay. Right. At ease, gentlemen. Let's see, we got door. And door. And then this one. Oh. You gonna wish me happy birthday? Wish me happy birthday. Oh, look at that. That's cool. Wish me happy birthday, peasant. Oh, that's neat. Okay. Not sure we need to go down there yet. It's a little odd where I can go. I like how you upscaled some of these tiles without getting them all jankified. Oh, hey, we found a cutscene. Solomon.
By the goddess, Argus! What are you doing? Placing scientific literature in the fiction section.
Oh, I'm sorry, Professor. I wasn't paying due attention.
You've had your head in the clouds for the whole morning. What troubles haunt you?
Professor, You saw her too, didn't you? The beautiful woman who walked alongside His Majesty?
Oh, for the goddess's sake, you should have known that a woman was the source of your distraction.
I should have known. I can't read today. 'Tis no ordinary woman. Her smile was so enigmatic when she glanced at me. Who might she be?
Lad, I could dedicate my whole life to studying every corner of this land, and yet I've remained ignorant of the matters concerning His Majesty and his mysterious guests. However, upon seeing the mess that she has turned you into, I might as well conclude she's a witch!
Ellipses! Exclamation point.
Now, finish arranging those books. Best to not think about people who belong to different worlds.
Oh, Princess Uranus! Have you by chance seen my history book? I don't know where I might have left it.
Is this it?
It looks like a philosophy book. I'm guessing it's for the latter? Oh, hey. No, that's not. I mean, is it long? Solomon.
Good morning, Princess. Even if it's your birthday today, your lesson shall start at the same hour as always. Be ready.
Yes, Professor. I heard you speak of that woman earlier. I'll see you later.
Ahem, it seems that your father's mysterious guest is arousing great interest and curiosity.
What do you think about her? I must admit I'm concerned. What do you think about her?
Certainly, I cannot deny that the mystery surrounding her is unsettling. No one knows who she is or where she came from. However, I will also say that I trust His Majesty's judgment, so it is not a matter of concern to me.
I see.
Are you concerned?
No, I too trust my father. I'd be lying if I said I'm not. I don't know.
I don't know. In that case, let me remind you of something. You are the legitimate heir to the throne, and by the circumstances of your birth, this is an irrevocable fact.
I hope you're right. I wasn't thinking about that. Ellipses.
Unless His Majesty wishes to provoke a civil and religious conflict, it should be so. Now enjoy the morning until lesson time.
Everybody speaks very wordy. I wonder if Professor Solomon is writing a new book. There is a map of Harmonia on the table. I'm digging these maps. So we gotta find that dude's history book? Is that correct? It's just kind of weird. Oh, that's right. Let's see if this is long or short. Read The Fable of the White Rose King. Oh! Long, long ago, there was nothing left but a kingdom on the brink of oblivion. Oh, that's super cool. Nobles and commoners united in a desperate attempt to start over. They would elect a new king who could keep them safe, while the known world fell apart. The nobles, who wished to preserve their power above all things, approached the king with offerings.
To save your kingdom, said the first, I offer 1,000 men and their 1,000 sons who will shed their last drop of blood to defend this kingdom and you. The second one approached. To save your kingdom, he said, I offer the sacrifice of 1,000 animals to the goddess. We will paint the gates of the kingdom with their entrails and thus instill fear in our enemies. And after listening to the nobles who were gradually shaping the new world, a witch approached the king with another offering. To save your kingdom, she said, I give you a single white rose that you will stick in your heart. White and gentle in the calm, red and lacerating in the storm. It will rip from you a tear for every fallen man, and from each one will be born a rose seed that you will plant in your garden. Do this, and you will be the most worthy king of all. Do this, and you will save your kingdom. Okay, that was kind of... That was worth it. That was worth reading. I never tire of reading this fable. Good. Alright, buddy. Well, I don't know where your book is. Good luck. There was, some stairs we didn't go down? Just running around barefoot everywhere. Ah, beautiful kitchen. How stressful. This kind of celebration is always so unrewarding. It just gives us lots of extra work. Despite the extra work, I'm excited. Think of all the radiant nobles we'll see tonight. The dresses, the music. You're dreaming a bit too much. None of that has anything to do with us. You're such a grouch. And you're a ditz. Oh, Princess, we didn't expect you here. Princess, we're preparing the banquet held in your honor tonight. Appreciate your hard work. Doesn't look like you're working much. I'm just passing by. I'm a generous overlord. And I hope that you enjoy the celebrations as well tonight. You deserve it. I say this, yet truthfully, I have a feeling that they will not be attending the banquet. Princess, thank you. We shall do our best. Do you think I'll catch the eye of any noble tonight? Hee. Apples, they're my favorite. That's a cake. These are apples. This looks delicious. This looks delicious. Fish, I guess some of them will like it. Huh. I like the little sounds when she was at the sink. Wait. Is there anything else around here? Doesn't look like it. Let's go wander around outside half naked with no shoes on. Super cool. We got particle effects. We're like way zoomed out, I guess, or the sprites got smaller. Curious. Can we talk to you? Oh, there's no mouse movement. Odd that you gave us mouse instructions earlier if we don't have mouse movement. To think that every kingdom is celebrating a birthday today. Huh? A war, truly. These trees look like watercolor paintings. Oh, hello. Oh, he's got a bust. You seem lively this morning. Oh, it's Chrono.
No, I mean, happy birthday, princess. No, it's nothing.
You're a terrible liar. Did you know that?
I don't mean to lie. It's just, it really is nothing.
All right, all right.
Chrono's grandmother has served my family as the oracle for 3 generations. He's been instructed since very young to become my squire, though he's still a child. So, training even on a day of celebrations? Of course, if I want to become a proper squire for my princess, I cannot neglect even a single day of training. He takes it really seriously. You will be a great squire, nothing will change for a single day, do your best then. Kind of been on this benevolent thing. There will be none as loyal and honorable as you, Chrono. The child's eyes seem to shine. The princess's words are enough to stoke the fire within him. You really think so? I greatly appreciate your words. Baby. Princess, it is said that the terrors who raise our lands grow more numerous by the day. It is rumored that there will soon be a war. And I fear that you might march into battle without me, for I might be regarded too young, or considered unprepared. Chrono, why don't you show me your progress? Oh, do you wish to train with me, Princess? There are no other matters you should tend to first? Finish exploring and start training. I kind of feel like maybe this is going to railroad us into something else, so give me a moment. I should be right here. Oh. Not sure what's going on there. Kind of stutters a little. I did for a second. So we got little grass blades moving around. A path that leads up around. Oh, it's kind of an odd change. Let's check more of this map out. Love that spinning thing for our map names. You just keep swinging your sword, buddy. Oh my goodness, we got a hedge maze. And that must be Homie's book. Let's just run around half naked with no shoes on. Yeah. You obtained history book. I guess we did the maze pretty good. It wasn't terrible. What are you ladies doing? Get back to work. We got more hedge maze. What's down? Will you talk to me? Is this just like, I don't know, set dressing here to the left? This path leads to the stables, not my favorite smell. Okay. Perspective or direction change is a little jarring. I'm going back and forth because I feel like the pillars are shifting like a tile. They must be events or Yanfly's doodads, maybe? Such an odd map. Hey, we're facing up. And we're huge again! What is this? What's going on? Oh! Order! training. Do they talk to me? No. So far, everybody's got a little dialogue bubble above them. When they talk to you. What is this? I've never crossed these gates. I can only imagine the world beyond. Okay, so it's like a good day, princess. Another door. It says nothing. Really cool looking rock. Anything this way? You must be coming through here later. Personally, I'm not a fan of the direction changes like that, but, you know, it works. I get it. But since there's nothing really there, I mean, it could always be like, oh, this leads to the front gates of the kingdom or whatever. I don't need to go here. Or, hey, I'm not dressed yet. That's cool, that reflection. It's a cool little island. This is the house of Crystaria's Oracle. I shouldn't disturb her, nor should I break her concentration in any way. Dang, that was one big map. It could have been like, hey, this leads to the oracles. I don't have a reason to go there, or... I mean, the fact that she's not dressed, we could just use that as a, hey, you know, I better not go there until I'm dressed. Alright, so let's fight our squire? Shall we commence the training, princess? Let's begin, I'm ready. Yeah. Cool transition. Maybe? Whoa! Dang, she's got the berserk sword here. In addition to your normal attack, you will gain different skills. Some skills require tactical points. Your TP bar will refill when attacking or taking damage. We got some icons down here. I'm guessing turn order. So we have attack, Crystarian dance, defend, item. We have item. We have potion. We have 14 TP. Very cool battlers. Oh, nice little action sequence. Cool. When the princess performs a normal attack, you can chain a second attack by pressing OK at the right moment. Well, what moment's that? To achieve this, press OK when the princess's sword hits the ground, as shown in the image. Don't press too early or too late. Okay. Valiant charge. Hey, you punk! I'll kill you! Oh, I pushed too early. Aranus is lost. Was I supposed to lose? Well fought, Chrono. Thank you, Princess. Though it's clear you let me win. Oh, she just zooming around, isn't she? Princess, I bring a message from Professor Solomon. I applaud you not neglecting your training even on a day of celebrations. But let us not forget that cultivating your mind is equally important. Well, time for my daily lessons. Say goodbye to Chrono and invite Chrono to come as well. Join my party? Chrono, why don't you accompany me for today's lessons? May I? Of course, as the professor once said, a literate squire is worth 2 men. I'm really thankful. Come, let's go to the library. Cool. I got a party member. Oh, no. Well, I'd like today's lesson to be a revision. This way we can also assess young Chrono's knowledge. Yes, sir!
Let's take a look at this map. Ooh. So we're Cristaria, so we're over here on the left. And we have Fortuna, Somnia, and Lectica. Always suck at reading Old English. And we're Harmonia. Everything's a Ia. What would you like to review, Princess? We have Continent of Harmonia, the Four Kingdoms, the Terrors, skip time, and finish lesson. Okay, let's learn about our whole continent. Our continent receives its name from the goddess Harmonia, maker of all things. Our oldest manuscripts detail how the goddess was responsible for splitting the world into 4 kingdoms and selecting the first kings. Have there ever been any wars between the kingdoms? What's beyond Harmonia? Let's change the subject. There have been no documented wars in the 400 years of known history. The kingdoms have been allies at best and at worst neutral. Why do they have armies and such?
The armies of the kingdoms only march against terrors, do they not?
Oh, okay. Yeah, answer that question. Not just terrors, they also keep bandits and similar factions at bay. Sometimes human beings can be just as predatory. Alright, so what's beyond Harmonia? The continent of Harmonia is surrounded by the sea, upon which a thick fog sits, and from which no ship has ever returned. Because we're all just floating on the back of a giant turtle through space.
The fog swallows ships, as if it were alive.
Ah, that's indeed a curious theory, young Chrono. But yes, for simplicity's sake, we can say that this fog swallows ships whole. Following several fruitless attempts at crossing it, the old monarchs concluded that, beyond our borders, there is simply nothing.
We're the only ones who exist in this world?
That's the general consensus. The goddess created this continent and all who dwell on it, nothing more or less.
What do you personally believe?
My only belief is that any personal conjecture regarding this matter will be lacking in proof and therefore in irrelevance. Change subject. 4 kingdoms. Oh, that's tight. Our kingdom Cristaria is located here at the western end of the continent. Under the rule of King Alexander de Cristaria, our economy thrives with our legendary forges playing no small part in our inevitable status. Furthermore, it could be said that we are also in possession of the largest army throughout the entirety of the 4 kingdoms.
Is it true that there are no longer any dragons left?
I understand your enthusiasm for such mythical creatures. But if they still existed, there's a good chance that we'd have been exterminated by now.
Fortuna? Everybody's got a cool little crest.
Our most direct frontier connects us to Fortuna, also called the Kingdom of Flowers, ruled by King Midas, de Fortuna. The kingdom is especially famous for producing the finest and most beautiful fabrics that can be found within the entire continent. Furthermore, its king is on very good terms with your father and has visited us on several occasions. I suppose you remember meeting Princess Megaira? Megaira? Like from the Jungle Book? Megaira. Such a cheeky girl. Well, we got along in the end. Yeah.
She came boasting about the beauty of her own gardens, claiming ours were tasteless. Can you believe that? On top of that, she enjoyed pestering Chrono. If it looked like we got along better in the end, it was only because I taught her how to show some respect. Nothing more.
Ahem. Well, they were simply childish grievances. Nothing of any real importance. You were quite young. Anyway, back to the lesson.
Lectica?
Well, they have a griffin. The next kingdom is located to the north, the sacred kingdom of Lectica, ruled by King Zephyr von Lectica. It is strong and prosperous with considerable military might, almost as formidable as our own. Direct access is limited by the Mountains of Penance, home of the Ashen. Regardless, our 2 nations engage in active trade with one another through Fortuna and maritime routes. due to a deal brokered with the neighboring kingdom of Somnia. They conduct a vast operation of mining activities on their land. They then sell the resulting precious metals to us in Cristaria, metals which are unique to the entire continent. How would you know if you've never left the continent? Say that there's nothing beyond continent. How would you know that it's unique to the continent? I shall also add that their princess, Electo, is receiving an arduous military training. In the future, she is expected to occupy a high position in the army, just like you. Does everybody have a princess? I don't know if I'm ready. I'm all too eager for it. From as far back as my earliest memories, I have been trained and taught all there is to know about combat, but I lack experience against a real foe. Confident in my own abilities though I may be, I hope to not be careless or reckless when facing the unknown. Insomnia! No, I'm just kidding. Insomnia. And they have a wolf. You know nothing, Jon Snow. In the frigid lands to the east lies the fourth kingdom, Somnia, ruled by King Nestor is Somnia. Sorry, I'm taking a drink. That's a lot of talking. Somnia is the region most affected by terrors. So much so that half of it currently lies in ruins. The other half survives only thanks to Lectia's protection, in exchange for allowing them to mine Somnia's rare metals from their own lands. There is a great deal of concern about the future of this kingdom. You once told me that Somnia's princess has never left her castle, just like me. That is correct. Princess Tisiphone rarely shows herself. Due to the delicate situation with the terrors, some sovereigns have decided to protect their princesses to the fullest. Somnia is more than any other. I trust you know why it is so important to protect you. Yeah, because I'm a princess, huh? I don't. At the very least, you must be aware of the incredible phenomenon that surrounded your birth. The four princesses were born on exactly the same day at exactly the same hour. Oh. I should probably stop asking questions and just wait for them to tell me, huh? Yeah, I'm just kidding. Yes, I'm aware of that. Also of the fact that no queen survived the labor. Chrono averts his gaze down to the ground in a respectful manner. There is simply no way to explain such extraordinary coincidences other than accepting that they were the result of divine intervention. This is why it is believed that the princesses have been sent by the goddess herself. Many will affirm that you are fated to end the misfortunes that devastate this land. But are we really certain that this is what is expected from us? So far, there haven't been any other signs. You are still young, just a child in the eyes of the world. Your lips, please. Only time shall reveal the goddess's plans and thus your destiny. Time. I feel that time is somehow escaping from me, slipping between my fingers. My gaze meets Chronos for a moment. He seems very serious. I don't know what it is, but today he's looking at me strangely. I try not to thought and glance back to the map strewn across the table's surface. What would you like to review, Princess? Terrors. This is an interesting way to do kind of a lore dump, an exposition dump on us. I mean, because it's obviously on us to select it or skip it. So, that's pretty cool. It was a few years before you were born when we received blood-curdling news from Somnia. When the sun rose that day, a small village had been completely decimated, devoured by a horde of monstrous fiends unlike any I've ever seen before. Chrono swallows thickly, impressed by the story. Gulp! Soon their menace extended throughout the other kingdoms, forcing them to strengthen and consolidate their armies. I've never seen a terror from this castle. They sound more like creatures of legend than reality. This castle is the safest place in the whole kingdom. We're undoubtedly privileged to live here. But terrors are very real, and I can guarantee you that. Have you seen any yourself? Where did they come from? Let's change something. Ahem! Yes, I have, and let me tell you, it's not something you can easily forget.
Do they look like how they're drawn in the books?
The depictions portrayed in books are quite reliable, yes. But someday you'll realize that reality is far more terrifying than what you merely see on paper.
The professor adjusts his glasses, appearing as if he needs to distract himself from thought. Got that anime, push your glasses up and get the glare going on. In any case, Princess, you are much braver than I.
Stronger too, in fact. When the day comes that your father considers you ready for battle, I harbor no doubt that you shall be perfectly prepared to face them. The same applies to you, young Chrono. If you keep training diligently, you shall become a magnificent terror killer.
Yes, sir! I take a moment to observe the sketch of the monster in the book, as I have many times before. I begin to recall the gravely injured soldier at the castle's gates, his shoulder ripped and his face shaken. Father didn't want me to look, but I did. Since then, I haven't forgotten. Oh, that'd have been kind of cool to see a couple pictures of that, or the picture of the monster in the book, but at the same time, maybe it's a surprise for later, eh? Where did they come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
I'm afraid that question remains unanswered. Some believe that it was the fog from which they emerged, but we are uncertain if there are lands beyond it. No foreign ships have ever been spotted. Others say that terrors crawled from the ground itself, as if our continent was sick, or subject to some powerful manner of witchcraft. We cannot even ask the terrors themselves, for they lack the capacity for speech. The only thing we know for certain is that we know nothing. Nothing. What would you like to review? Very well, Princess. Young Chrono, that will be all for today.
Thank you for having me. I learned quite a lot. Thank you for the lessons, Professor. Will I see you at the banquet?
I shall show up, of course. The birthday of the four princesses is an event that concerns the whole continent. I should count myself no exception.
Until this evening, then. I have a party member. I have a party member. We're... Hey, where'd that guy go? I got his book, right? History book. I feel like I turned it down a little much. Oh, he's got a pretty pimpin' box here. He's scared in his thing. What is his status? 12-year-old squire in training.
Tomorrow we shall review the names of every mountain on the continent. Be prepared. Gulp!
Like zoinks! Princess, I'm taking my leave. Thank you for everything. You're welcome, Chrono. But before I go, I have a request. What is it? It's about my grandmother. She said that she would like to see you today, before dusk, to wish you a happy birthday. Oh, so I have her permission to visit? Yes, she's eagerly expecting you. Besides, she seems a bit stressed these days. Perhaps you could cheer her up. Understood. It shall be a true honor to visit the Oracle. Thank you, Princess. Remember that my house is the one by the... we went by it earlier. Which totally sucks, because now we gotta walk all the way back. Where is homie? I have his book. Here, you homie? No, that's the errand book. I thought he had blonde hair. Is that right? Did we ever go up here? These doors lead to the throne room. Yeah, and those statues are fantastic, man. Look at that. Oh, the goddess is always watching over us to say something. Oh, let's save. Just in case. Let's see, we're at 48:22. It auto-saved, I guess when that cutscene was over. still walking around half dressed, dude. What's going on? Was I supposed to run back there and give that dude his book before starting the lesson? Let's run all the way back to where we were. I feel like we're running around a painting. So cool. Knock on door, leave. A woman's voice can be heard from inside, warm and cracked by age. Princess, please come in. Eat this apple. Oh, her sprite is cool. We got a cool little thing here. Cool face set. Please come closer and let these tired eyes take a good look at you. I'm sure you look beautiful today. I am, not dressed, homie. Ooh. I walk closer, thankful for the privilege of being in her presence as the oracle and one whom has served the crown for several generations. It is her duty to live isolated, away from all possible interruptions. Only her grandson Chrono and my father the king are permitted daily contact with her. For the rest of us, it's usually forbidden. Her presence is so comforting that I regret not being able to visit her more often. It is an honor for me to be welcomed into your home, Oracle. Oh, sweet child, in such dark times, your presence brings much joy to this old woman's heart. Dark times? I don't understand. Have you perhaps seen my misfortune and seen any misfortune in your visions? I wish that I could share them with you, little one, but you know that such things are forbidden. Only His Majesty may consult with me regarding my visions, and yet the king has grown deaf ever since that woman has come to sit by his side. I have tried to warn him, but he does not listen. He does not listen. I shall speak to him. I will let him know that he must visit you with haste. Oh, sweet child. Though you are no longer much of a child now, are you? How old did you say you turned today? I smile weakly. It seems 13. Oh, but it does not seem like it at all, young one. Are you simply lying to yourself? Eh? Strange feeling nestles inside my chest upon hearing that. Only the blind and the foolish would believe that you are 13 years old. Rather, it would seem that you've just reached your 20s. She looks like she's 18 plus. I thought the same, but no one seems to realize that I was no longer a child. I ended up thinking that somehow it was all just in my head. No one? Nonsense. I assure you that Chrono has noticed too. I saw the look in his eyes as he spoke of you. There was something fearful in them. This makes no sense. I feel as though my head will explode if I keep thinking about this. You should rest for today, young one. You don't look well. I can't. Your visions, the banquet? What banquet? Tonight's for my birthday. I shall ask again, what banquet are you speaking of? What? I'm trying to think, but I can't remember any banquet. I don't understand. My head. Word? Princess. Princess. I have no idea who's talking. Suddenly I find myself before the corridor that leads to the great hall. I guess I spaced out? I'm not sure that was really warranted. I mean, we could see that all of a sudden we're here. It could be more like, hey, how did I get here?
His Majesty wishes to speak with you. You may enter. The ellipses. I'm just kidding. You actually had about an appropriate amount of ellipses. Let's see. Like a puppet whose strings are being guided by unseen hands, I pass through the corridor without a sound until I eventually find myself within the great hall itself. Cool. Pretty ominous music there. I like the dragon on his cape. Nice touch. Father is alone. Where's the woman who accompanies him these days? Ah, my head. Yep. Dang. He's like so huge he's clipping off the screen. Arenish, my dear daughter. With every day that passes, you step further away from the sweet nectar of childhood. Look at you. You're a young woman now.
Father, I stopped being a child long ago. I hope you are proud of me.
Time flies, Irenis, but in the eyes of the goddess and fate, luckily, you are still a child. Now I surmise you came with questions. Echoes of a whole kingdom for rumors spread like wildfires.
Father, the oracle is worried. She laments that you no longer hear her voice.
Oh, my dear Irenis, I have heard many things in recent days, far too many.
What is happening, Father? You sit a witch at your side and gather your generals. The corridors are filled with whispers that speak of war.
And those whispers hold weight to them. I have begun preparations to declare war on Fortuna.
Fortuna? Isn't their king a good friend of yours?
He is. He always has been. I shall ensure that his life is spared, even if he despises me for the rest of it. Now I beg you, please do not ask further questions. You are far too young to be learning of the bitter realities of this world.
But Father,
Irenis, all these years I have tried to be a good king, the best for my peoples. And yet in the darkest hour, I have found myself to be a tyrant, a selfish and cowardly man.
Father's normally firm and resolute voice seems to waver as he speaks.
I know the legacy I leave will be hard, my daughter. And you could not imagine how sorry I am. You could not imagine what I'm capable of doing for you. The time will also come for you to measure your worth, Irenis. Be better than me. More just and worthy. May you then realize how much Yeah, I'm blinded! Father, what's going on?
Hearken unto me, thou who gazed upon the world with brazen pride, and as a mere mortal, deemed thyself higher than the divine weaving. From thy grasp I shall wrest the suns and moons, no longer shall the stars shine for thee. But the twilight of a kingdom is tender and serene, akin to the sweetest demise. For such is the benevolence and depths of mine affection. Is that the goddess? It was a dream. Right? Princess, it's been a long day. Denise? My voice is weak, my eyelids heavy. Mom spaghetti. Good night, Princess. I'm so tired that I can't even begin to think. The sheets welcome me like a mother's embrace, and I just... Good night, Princess. Okay, bye. The twilight of a kingdom is tender, serene, akin to the sweetest demise. And as I lay on my bed asleep, or perhaps even lifeless, I feel someone watching me. Oh, it's a pervert. Silent and forgotten, a ghost amidst the shadows. Princess, wake up! By the goddess's grace, your kingdom has awakened, and so must you. Everything starts with Denise's voice. Dawn descends upon the kingdom, and I wake up in my bedroom a little disoriented. By the goddess, how can you be so lazy sometimes? Up you get! Today's a special day! A special day? Of course, today's your 13th birthday. Had you forgotten? Did I not turn 13 quite a few years ago? Look at me, I don't think I'm... What nonsense are you uttering now? No more dawdling. I screwed that up last time. Pick out one of your best dresses, His Majesty awaits. Oh, and you always do say you prefer getting dressed on your own. But if you need any help... No, I'm fine. Very well, in that case I shall take my leave and help with the preparations for tonight's banquet. It's not every day that a princess has a birthday. And don't forget to pay your father a visit when you're ready. I will, I will. So we're stuck in a Groundhog Day time loop? Phew, peace at last. Denise has tended to me for as long as I can remember. I hold her in high regard, but sometimes... What? All my dresses seem to smile. I must tell her new wife. It's living my life. For now, I'll leave it like this. There's nothing inside this closet I can possibly wear. That makes no sense. I stopped being a child long ago, although I cannot seem to remember when. Let's drink our tea. I feel like they shifted like a pixel or two over. Ah, see? From here I can see the most of the gardens. Beyond them is barely anything to behold, save the mountains in the distance. Everything seems to be the same so far. Keep some jewelry here. And keys to chests. Oh, good morning, princess. Do you know where my father is? His Majesty is currently convening with his generals in the war room. I'm afraid he won't allow any interruptions until the meeting is over. Why don't you take a walk around the gardens in the meantime? It's such a beautiful day. Or has just disappeared? Last time there was people sweeping, right? Without warning, someone grasped me from behind. Oh, it's the pervert! How hard is so good in this? Do not fret, my princess. I have a message for you. What? Who are you? An intruder? No, that's him. An intruder. The only piece that doesn't seem to fit into your puzzling perfect world. The words are whispered against my ear. I can see his face, but I can hear the smirk in his voice. My heart begins to race. Mind alert. Quickly, I take one of his wrists and twist it hard, using the opportunity to immediately whip around to face him. He moves away, resting himself in my grasp. He soon throws me a shadowed smirk, a hand clutching the wrist I twisted. Well, aren't you feisty? Be thankful that I haven't called the guards yet. Speak now. Say your piece and I'll listen. But no, you are not to lay your hands on me again. Finally, she speaks like a princess. The stranger straightens tall before me, completely devoid of fear. His smile doesn't waver. You are trapped, princess. This castle is your prison. You cannot leave it, nor can you leave today behind. Every day lived is merely an echo, an endless loop fated to repeat. Then again, I'm sure it's quite intoxicating. You are very much loved and respected here, are you not? Every word reverberates in the recess of my soul. Despite their sting, I cannot help but feel there is truth to them. I begin to feel sick. A powerful headache overwhelms me whenever I think about it. But I don't want to stop thinking. I don't... What do you even know about this castle or about me? Ah, my head, damn it. I know everything you do not. He speaks with a hushed voice, the sound low and close. How strange, I can't recall anyone ever sounding like this. And it is my wish to show you, but it cannot be here or now. Time is running out. When? Faced with my impatience, his smile seems to stretch wider with amusement. I shall find you after today's lessons. Be patient, my princess. With that, he steps back once more. Suddenly, it feels as if the world has turned upside down. Everything spins in front of my eyes. Everything. My bedroom, my castle, my gardens, my squire, my teacher, my father. I feel myself falling for what seems like an eternity until a pair of strong arms catch me. Sup, girl? Princess, you aight? Suspicious? Nah, princess. I haven't seen anyone unusual, nor anything that would give cause for alarm. I see. Why did I stop in the middle of the corridor? I guess I spaced out? Happy birthday, lock up here. Is the potion still there? Oh. Which is probably even more curious if we're stuck in a time loop. So much to do. Hey, can we go up these stairs now? These are stairs, right? What about the throne room, right? Comes up this way. Dude! Do I still have the book? Oh, maybe I can give it to homie this time. By the goddess, Argus, what are you doing? Placing... Oh, it's all the same stuff, huh? Yeah, it's all the... Oh, hey, the little speed-up thing is activated. What the... That was weird. Well, Prince, have you, by chance, seen my history book? I don't know where I might have left it. You found it! Thank you very much! I meant to wait until evening to give you your present, but please take these. They're to be treasured. I've kept them safe till now. Old silver coin times 5. They don't look like our normal currency. What are they? These coins were used during the reign of the first king. Aren't they fascinating? Moreover, there are 5 jousting coins, just like in the fable of the beggar who gave 4 of his 5 coins to orphans. Chance, synchronicity, serendipity? The librarian looks excited. Even if they can no longer be used as currency, I believe they hold value among collectors. I see, I'll take good care of them. Do you say different things? No. Well, like, if the Oracle's good at her job, shouldn't she know this crap's going on? Bookstore. Yeah, book is gone. What's up, dog? You seem lively this morning. No, I mean, happy birthday, princess. Something the matter? No, it's nothing. Oh, I selected this last time. Maybe we should have selected something else. Yeah, because I don't want to get this moving along. Do everything twice. You've got a new skill. Some skills have to cool down, and you have to wait a few turns before you can move. I'll fight you barefooted, mother. Victim. Increases dodge by plus 50% for one turn, and attack by plus 20. Okay. And it doesn't cost me? Oh, it just costs 4 turn now. Cooldown. Cool. Really neat. 40 TPs. And we push action button when her big ass guts berserk buster sword hits the ground. I did it too fast! Did it? I don't know. Some other kind of cue might be a thing to do. Let's try it again. Nice. Oh, is that how you feel about it, little punk? It's Rex and Pyrrha. We just killed our squire. Good. Well fought, Chrono. Thank you, princess. I should practice harder. Princess, I bring a message from Professor Solomon. Body for necklace, your training and day celebration. Let's not forget. Yeah, come with us. Come on, we should come here for today's lessons. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. I'm thankful. Come on, let's go to the library. Well, I'd like today's lesson to be a revision. Ooh, we have no lesson. The Ashen. Legends tell that at the dawn of time, the goddess presented the first kings with unusual creatures. The gift Cristaria received was one of opposing winged beasts with claws like swords and breath of fire. Get it, breath of fire? Dragons! That's right, dragons, guardians of Cristaria. Or so it should have been. Unfortunately, the pride and ambition of these creatures led them to revolt, as they wanted to make this land their own. It is said not even the terrors have carried out massacres as bloody as those our kingdom experienced back then. Gulp! Seeing this, the goddess interceded on our behalf with a severe punishment. She stripped the dragons of their wings and strength, turning them into humans like the ones they had so despised, and banished them to a place that was named the Mountains of Penance, where they still live, oblivious to the rest of the world. These humans, who were once dragons, are today known as the Ashen. What about the dragon the king rode? Do you think the Ashen will ever be a threat? What happened to the creatures of the other kings? Ninth, who had fought for Cristaria alongside the king, was the only dragon who did not receive the wrath of the goddess. He was the last of his kind. Such was their bond that, according to legends, his heart stopped when the king's did. What a commendable sense of loyalty. I see it as unlikely. They have lived secluded in the mountains for centuries.
and only emerge to trade on rare occasions. I shall add that they are the responsibility of Cristaria and are under the kingdom's protection. If they were attacked, Cristaria would intervene, just as it would if they were to provoke any sort of conflict. Nothing is known about them. The popular belief is that they decided to go into hiding, petrified by the punishment of the dragons. They may have become extinct.
Dang it. Forgot it starts on nothing and I have to finish it twice. It's an odd design decision, but it's been consistent across, so.
Very well, Princess, young Chrono. That will be all for today.
Thank you for having me. I learned quite a lot. Thank you for the lessons, Professor. Will I see you at the banquet? Till this evening, then. Princess, I'm taking my leave. Thank you for everything.
You're welcome, Chrono.
But before I go, I have a request. What is it? It's about my grandmother. She said that you would like to see you today before dusk to wish you a happy birthday. Oh, so I have permission to visit? Yes, she's eagerly expecting you. Besides, she seems a bit stressed these days. Perhaps you could cheer her up. Understood. It should be a true honor to visit the Oracle. Thank you, Princess. Remember that my house is the last one of the like. Just got weird again.
Okay. Oh. Oh, it's our boyfriend. I'm just kidding. Such a magnificent castle. There is an air of childish whimsy and a lack of worry and concern, would you agree?
Who?
Oh, have you forgotten me so soon, Princess? After such a magical encounter this morning. I wince as I feel a sharp pain inside my head. It feels as if invisible knives are being relentlessly driven into my skull. When I eventually open my eyes once more, his face starts to look familiar. I remember you. I promised that I'd return for you, and here I am. It's a cursed headache again, clouding my judgment. I want answers. Start by telling me who you are. My name is Seneca. I am but a humble messenger who managed to sneak into your castle. With a lot of difficulty, I might add. Messenger of whom? Of the person who can break the curse that weighs down upon your kingdom. If you are willing to do what is necessary to do... If you are willing to do what is necessary to do so, that is so overly wordy right there. My kingdom cursed? I don't understand. Whenever I try to think about it, my head... Why do I suddenly have such a heavy feeling in my heart? You're a prisoner in your own realm, Princess. So long as you remained here, you'll be unable to see or think clearly. But just by speaking of such things, have I already inflicted grave pain upon you. But just by speaking of such things, have I already inflicted grave pain upon you? That would be a question. Or it should be, I have inflicted. The more I say now, the more you will suffer, and the less you will understand. I don't care. I want to hear it. A voice raises in anger as if doing so could somehow take the anguish away. He, however, remains calm. Come with me.
Seneca holds out his hand towards the princess. Come inside my domain, where my mistress awaits. She can lift the veil clouding your mind and alleviate your pain. Just for tonight, hear the truth spoken from her lips. Then you may freely decide if you wish to confront reality, or resign yourself to this everlasting cycle, to living and reliving your 13th birthday time and time again in ignorant bliss. I don't trust you, but it's definitely what's happening. Perhaps I should be more cautious. Perhaps I should doubt him more than I do. But something feels wrong within me. It has felt that way for an eternity. What if my kingdom is truly cursed? I am Crystaria's princess, and my kingdom means everything to me. I take his hand in acceptance, and suddenly a strange sensation washes over me. I can't quite describe it. It's as if... it's like waking up. He smiles and folds his fingers around mine. His voice lowers from the closeness. It's softer, more intimate.
Are you afraid?
Let's go with the ellipses. Underneath my furrowed brow, my eyes roll to the side as if they've a will of their own. Immediately, I hear him laugh. There's nothing to be ashamed of. Let's finish this at once. I must let you know that the outside world is just as dangerous as you've been told before. You will need a weapon before you depart. Be quick about it. I should be waiting near the main gate for you. Understood. I will find a weapon and go to the gate. Oh, just one more thing. Seneca, let's go with the princess's hand. You will have a tendency to forget. I eased the effect when I held your hand, but you may forget me again if you're not careful. So keep repeating my name. Try to remember. Seneca. Wasn't Seneca a philosopher? Or an emperor of Rome or something? I don't know. I have to Google that. I've just seen some really awesome quotes attributed to Seneca, so how about that? Hey, finally something changed! But those guards over there won't be able to steal any of the training weapons without looking suspicious. I'll have to search elsewhere. Or you could order them away, you are the princess. You can't steal something that's yours. You're like, yo, these are mine, sucker. Seneca. What about where these suckers were training earlier? She got some thighs, huh? Figured he'd be like, steal some clothes. Ah, I never noticed earlier that was blowing in the wind. Nice. Hi. Well, that sucks. Do I have to go back in the freaking castle? Never crossed the...
Those dudes aren't even paying attention. I can just steal one of these, huh? So I guess I go in the castle? Hint would be nice. Supposed to steal a sword from. Yep. You know what else would be cool? A quest log. Seneca. Yeah. I mean, I'm on the right path. Maybe up this way. Great sword. I found a weapon. Now to find Seneca near the main gates. Already found a weapon. Well, maybe I don't want sword. Maybe I want a spear. Do I have to equip it, or did it do it automatically? Did not do it automatically. We're at an hour and a half. But Princess, why are you carrying such a weapon through the corridors? It's forbidden. Shut up, bitch. Oh, does the training square not have weapons for use? Soldiers are currently training, so there were no weapons left for me to take. I see. Please excuse me, Princess. But this is quite unusual. Understand that I must inform your father about this. What is her problem? I can't let her involve my father. He'd never let me leave the castle. Alright, I should turn the weapon. There is no need to bother the king over such matters. What was this? Riveting. Riveting. But thou must. Like, seriously, like, who would stop the princess? Just chop your head off, dude. Only guardians to train. I have graced you with an answer, yet you insist on wasting my time, questioning me as though I was a common thief. I didn't mean... Explain something to me, maid. Do you believe that your princess owes you any kind of explanation about what she does? Thank you. Like, who would stop their frickin' princess? No, of course not. Then go back to your duties, or I will have to inform my father that a maid is overstepping her boundaries. Yes, princess, I'm sorry. Well, that did the trick. That and, like, her sword is, I don't know, like 6 feet long. She'd just frickin' run you through if she wanted to. Princess, may I ask you about the weapon you're carrying? Oh my god, if I'm going to do all this again. You know the king's law, only he and the royal guard are permitted to carry them inside the castle. Yeah, not this again. I was assaulted by an intruder this morning. I'm taking it back to where I got it from. the gardens. You may watch as I leave through the front door for reassurance if you must. I see. In that case, I beg you for not. I beg you for not to bring it inside the castle again. We must follow the king's law. It shall not happen again. Well, that did the trick. Hey, cool, we got it right this time. Oh, it's evening. I have made it out of the castle, now I must head to the gates. Whee! Oh, there's Seneca. What's up, dog?
I see that you're ready. Let's go to the main gate.
How about you? Do you have a weapon?
I guess you've been wondering, so allow me to confirm that I am a magician.
As I thought. You should know that magic is forbidden in Cristaria.
And all Harmonia, really. But this won't be the first law you break today. My magic is at your service, princess. Use it to achieve your ends.
Seneca joins the party.
Seneca uses elemental and healing magic. His spells consume MP, which can be recovered by performing a normal attack. Some enemies have elemental strengths and weaknesses. This means that attacks from certain elements may do more or less damage than usual. Oh, what is this crap? Weaknesses will appear as a question mark and will only be revealed when the enemy is attacked by their element. Cool. Whee! We're big again. Before the main gate stand several soldiers guarding our passage, but why? Has someone raised the alarm?
Princess Emeritus, you know better than anyone that is forbidden to cross the gates.
Open them, that's an order.
I'm afraid that won't be possible. This is a direct order from the king himself.
There's no higher authority than my father, and even I could disobey.
Princess, it is for your own safety. I beg you to step away from this intruder and return to the castle.
Guards are determined, gripping their weapons tightly. They won't let us pass through.
I will kill you all.
The tension in the air is so thick that it could be cut with a knife. I met their stares with defiant eyes as the unthinkable starts taking shape in my mind. How far am I willing to go to attain what I desire?
What do you desire?
Almost without realizing it, my hand lowers toward the hilt of my sword.
Oh, cool. The princess? Where did you pull that out from?
Ellipses.
I shall cross through those gates no matter what it takes. Whee!
Princess has unlocked a new skill set, Authority. Authority skills can boost the power of allies. When the enemy is about to execute a normal attack, yellow flash, you can block 50% damage if you push OK at the right moment during the flash. What is the right moment during the flash? Increase the target's attack and magic attack in 3 turns. Let's go ahead and increase our defense. Oh, that's pimpin', dude. Is that, like that skill extender thing? Calamitis? Weakness, Glacies, heal, transfer, restore some MP to the target. Seneca gets a buff that restores his MP. Cover large amount of strength as well. Not weak to fire, that's for sure. Damn! Squirting blood everywhere. Now he's got a heal. don't know when to push the button. It's like at the right time. Well, what time is that? It's just ding! Alright, let's hit you. Hey, I blocked one. I pushed it. Come on, man. Dude, I'm pushing the button. I don't know, man. If anything, that should have been more in the tutorial. I'm about to die. Goddamn pig. She's gonna die. The shit, dude. Your first real battle. Here's 20 fucking guys. Oh, I hate time attacks, but it's even worse with just these default animations. It's just like, at what point during this animation do you want me to push this? You would never be able to leave this castle free, never know what lies beyond. To you, nothing else exists beyond these walls, thus the heart of you is afraid and refuses to leave. But I have seen this world, princess. If it's with me, you can cross this threshold. Do you trust me? I don't understand what you think. Princess, don't listen to this man. I must insist you step away from him immediately, lest we have to resort to force. So I guess we just made the wrong decision earlier. And we could have fought our way out. It's really nice. I like that. Accept me. His voice is a plea in my ear, delivered in the form of a whisper, softly spoken. His words and touch seem to paralyze me. Walk inside my realm, and I shall show you everything you cannot see. Something in my head feels ready to explode, forcing me to shut my eyes quickly. Whatever it is, it wants me quiet, submissive, as it weaves its spiderweb throughout the world that surrounds me. Father, oh Father. In the darkest hour, I found myself to be a tyrant, a selfish and cowardly man. I hear Father's voice in a memory I can't fully recall, an uncertain past, a forgotten future. It fractures and blends with other voices I don't understand. Learn how to talk to solitude, and it'll stop being your enemy. Oh, I can see it in your eyes, boy. You have been dreaming of me, haven't you? Who's the boy? A strange sensation begins to take over me, and new and unfamiliar. It's like vertigo, as if I were tumbling into an abyss. It's cold. I'm so cold. Princess. Seneca's whispers bring me back to the reality. I notice that I'm still in his arms. The soldiers are gone. I pull back from him slowly, unable to help but notice as the strange, now icy air nips at my skin and draws a trembling exhale past my lips. I don't know what just happened. Almost sternly, my eyes meet with his, and I find myself searching, seeking anything that may lay behind them. However, I find nothing beyond that silent smile of his. Look. Ready to kill everybody? I raise my eyes to the gates to find them wide open. Beyond them, I cannot discern anything but shadows. The sight is so daunting that it takes my breath away. Is this the world beyond my castle? This is the end of childhood, princess. Ah, that was a cool loading screen. Oh, dude, look at these colors. Very nice. What is this forest? It wasn't visible from the castle walls. Keep moving forward. We should soon come across an old cottage hidden away in the woods. Crimson leaves of the trees remind me of flames. A blackbird? Was that a crow? You seem surprised. This is the first time I've seen a real one. A small chuckle slips free of Seneca. You are like a little cub who just dared to venture out of its den, aren't you? I never had the chance to set foot beyond the castle walls. Let's save. Hopefully it auto-saved it. Boing, 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 boing. Boop. Diverting path here. What are you? In a small clearing of the forest, I find a statue of a woman on her knees. She looks as if she's kneeling to pray. How strange. This doesn't look like an altar to the goddess. Who might she be? Whoever it may be a statue of, she's very beautiful, don't you agree? Yes, she is. Why don't you be like her mother or something? It's a little hard to navigate. Oh, hell yeah! Off in the distance, an unexpected sight sends a chill down my spine. A loathsome beast was gorging itself on someone's entrails. We can see that. I mean, you're doing a show... You're showing and telling instead of show, not tell. Does that make sense? Loathsome beast is gorging itself on someone's entrails. A mist sickening sound that, in a twisted way, reminds me of feasts that were once held at the castle. Terrors? Ellipses. The beast raises its piercing eyes towards us. It looks delirious as if possessed of some sort of wicked, primal impulse. Quickly, I stand to defend myself, and standing, I'm breathing, and a bit clear, my mind focused. Cool. Princess is locked in authority skills, yeah. Oh, yeah, we were horrible at it, too. Authority. Let's raise our attack this time. Let's try fire. Oh yeah, he didn't like fire. Ah, dude. I pushed that, bro. Dude, I pushed it, man. Come on. At least that was easier than fighting those 6 dudes or whatever it was. Panting. Are you alright? Let's continue. My words escape as a growl, a tired order. I can taste bile on my tongue, but I swallow my nausea and fear both. Did you know, it's said that the stomach of terrors is a bottomless pit. No matter how much life they devour, they never feel satiated. There is an abyss inside them, a hole of perpetual emptiness. Can you imagine? What a terrible sickness it is. Take care that you never suffer from it. In any case, I was just thinking out loud. Don't mind me. Filthy creature. Her bloody face wears an expression of dread I've never seen before. Poor lady. Oh, random encounter? Did I walk on something? Ah, my God! What the hell is that thing? Oh, maybe we should have like healed or something beforehand, huh? Let's do that. Look, I pushed it, man. What the crap? Let's hit them both. Oh, we're just short of it. Dadgum, 182. That'd have been nice to hit the other fool with that. Cool. Can we heal from the menu? What's homie's magic? And now he's out of MP. He got more for attacking, correct? Our potion we stole earlier, 200. That would put us at 456. Let's go and do an extra save. Yeah, that's a long demo. Really cool. Are we heading the right direction? There's something over here. Oh, this is a little confusing. Well, that was better. We're getting better at it, I guess. Up, left, down. I don't know if we're going the right way. Stand before a holy shrine, gazing upon its visage. It's as if the goddess smiles upon you. How many silver coins will you offer? Oh. Okay. Can I only do that once? Oh, I mean, I didn't want to waste mine. I guess next time we'll do them all. I don't care. Yeah, man, these are monsters. Oh, come on, I pushed the button. I'm not gonna lie, this is really hard to navigate this fucking map. So am I not the right way? What is going on? It. No, I see leveled up. Do you heal and level up? No. Speaking of, oh. So I'm assuming that was the only way to go. I saw this earlier and wasn't sure. We're getting close. Keep moving forward. Aight. I feel we're fixing to fight something. Guess we're as good as we're gonna good. That's so cool, man. So we keep going this way or go up? Damn it. Oh, she's so close to leveling up. Oh, hey. Shiny. What is that tower in the distance? Who knows? Looks like a prison even smaller than the one your castle was. Is Rapunzel up there? Oh, it's so cool, man. Oh, we're being watched. Look behind. Keep going. Seneca, there's someone over there. Worry not. They won't come any closer. How do you know? Who are they? Some old acquaintances, but pay them no heed. Not for the time being. We better keep moving forward. Time is running out. Really? Alright. Let's hit you because I think I can take you out. Dude, I'm pushing it at the fucking time, man. I'm pushing it, bro. I don't know. Yeah, we were getting a boss fight. We're gonna freaking die, man. Like, sometimes it works great, and sometimes it don't. Stingy with the healing items. You know, not everybody's knows when you're supposed to push the button. I guess both of them. Oh, it kind of sucks, doesn't it? Is this the place? My mistress is waiting inside. Ooh, this is... Oh, that's creepy, bro. Oh, it's that weird lady, I guess, huh? Is that the one the king was hanging out with? This is nothing but an illusion, princess. Soon you shall realize that here you are able to think clearly, for better or worse. In front of us there's a woman of outstanding beauty. Her voice is calm and her smile enigmatic. She seems familiar. It's Mistress Cleavage. Thank you for guiding her, Seneca. Mistress. Allow me to welcome you, Princess Serenus. I am Circe, the one many call a witch. You're the woman who walked alongside my father. Yes, I am. And it was here, in this very room, where the plan for your kingdom's fall was conjured up. Explain yourself. Apologies for the jump in the video. I had a phone call. I must warn you that reality can be extremely cruel if you lack the courage to face it. I came all of this way to hear the truth for myself, presuming there is any coming from your lips. I shall start by revealing the reason behind your nonsensical behavior. The reason for it exists in a truth you do not seem fully aware of. You are not in the real world, but in a dream. A dream? I feel a lump in my throat upon hearing that. Scenes and images flash in my head as I begin reliving various moments, unable to tell which memories are real and which are not. Ooh. Like a stained glass window. 7 years ago, the king of Cristaria decided to defy the goddess's will by declaring war on the neighboring kingdom of Fortuna. His plan was to capture and execute Princess Magira, possessor of divine blood. This would be the first time that a king dared to rebel against the goddess's plan. However, just as war seemed imminent, the unthinkable happened. The day of your 13th birthday, right before dusk fell upon the land, the goddess descended from the heavens. She filled every last corner of your kingdom with her presence, and announced to all the punishment for Cristaria's arrogance and disobedience. You, innocent child, and blood of her blood, were merely put to sleep for the goddess to keep under her control. You have been immersed in a pleasant dream ever since, while your body kept growing as the years passed. The rest fell victim to a terrible curse. From the king to the very last vassal, everyone witnessed how their skin lost its warmth, only to be transformed into stone. Now, an endless amount of statues fill every corner of your kingdom with nothing but silence. Oh, that's why it's called the Silent Kingdom, eh? No, this can't be true. I don't believe you. This means I have nothing left. Go with that one. So you're saying that while I dream, every person I've ever loved has turned into stone? That if there truly is a real world, now I'm alone in it? Why did Seneca have an ellipses? I've never been alone before. It's incredibly hard for me to accept this, so unimaginably hard. Poor princess without a king. Loneliness is a fearsome enemy for those who have never seen its claws before. I fixed my gaze upon her, recognizing her as the source of all this misfortune. What kind of poisonous tales did you whisper in the king's ears? The same tales you came seeking for yourself, princess. The truth. I did warn you. The truth can be devastating. But I'm afraid I lack the luxury of time to offer you every answer you seek. Soon, night shall fall in your realm. And, like every day before the last, you will inevitably wake up in your room with no recollection of any of this. You must make a decision before that happens, here and now. You have my attention. There is a way to free your people of their fate. The path ahead is filled with thorns, but in you I discern a strong spirit, one of true sorrow. I would not have come here otherwise. I'll do anything to save my kingdom. What do you gain from this? Yeah, because she's got kind of like an evil look to her. And, you know, if you watched Game of Thrones, Cersei wasn't exactly, well, if you've seen it. You are sharp. It's clear I would not be helping you if there was nothing for me to gain. We all were punished that night, princess. I am no exception. So long as this curse weighs upon my shoulders, it is only natural that I should wish to help you end it. You were also turned to stone? But how? As soon as I noticed my skin transforming, I separated my soul from my body. Now I can only communicate with my apprentice, Seneca, thanks to the bond we share. That is why I act through him. I look at Seneca. He smiles weakly and nods his head. Since you know of my condition, I must ask you to look on the table. There is something I left there which you shall need. Whee! Sup, dog? When I look at him, Seneca looks back at me with a silent smile. Ellipses. Time is scarce. Shiny. Oh, that's a cool looking dagger thing. Oh, it's this dagger at the bottom. A dagger? Its name is Soulbreaker. If you want to save your kingdom, you must kill the goddess with it. Kill the goddess? The mother of all creation? Such blasphemous words should feel like a blade to my ears, and yet they seem to comfortably nest within my heart. This is the goddess that Cristaria has worshipped for centuries, only for the devoted to have their faith and service spit upon in return. Ungrateful mother, I cannot help but curse her from the depths of my heart. So you say it is possible to kill the goddess with this dagger? Not exactly, for not even the Soulbreaker can achieve such a feat on its own. It requires certain circumstances. The first of which has already presented itself, an opportune moment. The goddess has fallen into a deep slumber after using the remnants of her power, inflicting a curse upon the entire kingdom. She is weaker than ever. This is why we must act now, before she recovers and wakes up. How will I even reach the goddess? Even the dead cannot go beyond the gardens of the just. You shall know when the moment comes. Before that, you must dedicate your efforts to repairing the Soulbreaker. This will be your true mission. I glance at the dagger between my fingers. Prepare it? How? Oh, man. CG art is just so nice. You must plunge it deep into the hearts of the other princesses. Nourish it with their blood, their last living breaths. Damn. Ellipses. Feed it with their souls born from the goddess. Do that, and you shall be in possession of the most powerful weapon ever created. Capable of killing the goddess herself, now that she's weakened. To save my kingdom, I have to murder the other princesses? It's terribly macabre. I have no problem with this. I won't be able to save my kingdom if I don't become a murderer who spills innocent blood. My soul will be callous, vile. Ellipses. But what are 3 lives compared to a whole kingdom? It's a fair sacrifice for the greater good. I'm sure Father would do it without so much as a second thought. Well, I am Crystaria's princess. I will never turn my back on my people. For them, I am willing to stain my hands and my soul. Ellipses. Spoken like a true sovereign. Now tell me how I can waken from this spell. You must die, princess. When the Princess Serenis from the dream dies, the dream shall die with her. Only then will your eyes open in reality. Seneca will be waiting with the Soulbreaker at the capital in Fortuna. Look for an inn called Flowers for the Queen. I cast my gaze down towards the reflection of the dagger's blade. The girl within trembles, causing me to grip it tighter in a bid to banish my fear. Dying? Isn't your kingdom worth any kind of sacrifice? Stab yourself with the dagger, refuse to do it. Hey, she seems trustworthy. I mean, look at that cleavage. I collect my composure with a long drawn-out breath before raising the dagger, holding it towards my chest with both hands. I almost wince when Seneca suddenly and unexpectedly grabs my wrist, forcing me to meet his gaze. This is not the end, I promise. I'll see you again. I offer him no reply except for a brief nod. Slowly, he releases me, withdrawing his hand once more as he steps back. Tightening my hold on the hilt, I turn my attention back to the raised dagger. Its deadly gleam overwhelms me as much as my own reflection on the blade does. My own eyes look back at me as if I were a foe to slay. This is the first sacrifice. For my father, for my kingdom. The twilight of a kingdom is not gentle, nor is it serene. The twilight of a kingdom is tempestuous, cruel and merciless. It is sword, axe, and hammer, pained cries and devastating wounds, 2 hearts side by side, one withered, one bitter. Death is not kind. If it intended to be so, I'd refuse it. For I swear that never again shall you take from me the frenzied madness that life should always be. Ooh! I awake abruptly, the first breath of my life grating on my ears. My pulse races uncontrollably as I instinctively bring a hand to my chest, resting it atop the imaginary wound. I'm alive. The witch spoke true. I remain motionless for what seems like an eternity. I'm in my bedroom, yet it's foreign to me. It's then I realize I'm surrounded by flowers on my bed, scattered atop the sheets as if it were a grave. Not a single petal is withered. We got ellipses, ellipses, or get up. I'm curious what this does. I feel so exhausted and my body's so heavy. I guess it probably keeps doing that. My entire being feels weighed down. It's an immense effort to merely lift myself upright. When my feet finally touch the floor, my knees begin to quiver. Look at that. And she's got like a like a wounded. A sense of immense loneliness overwhelms me. Man, that was cool, dude. My bed, my grave. That's cool, man. So there's no running. It's full of dust. What about my tea? I brush away some of the dust with my hand to peer at my reflection. I look the same, but am I? I don't really like where this is going. It's full of dust. It's dark and extremely silent. Because it's a silent kingdom. Denise, is that you? No longer will you come to wake me every morning. No longer will I see your smile. I'll bring you back to life, I promise. I didn't do that before. That's cool. You know what? That one girl... Sword feels really heavy. Nice. A small gleam near the statue's feet catches the princess's attention. A pendant. Did it belong to the corner? Half moon-shaped pendant. Alright then. Only went up here because it's where we grabbed the sword last time. I was curious if that was... Oh! Last time I had to equip it. Do I need to do that again? Yeah, I do. Sound design's on point. There's like a wind sound blowing in the background. So much silence. Father, Father, it's me. I don't know if you can hear me underneath that shell of stone, but I promise to do everything in my power to save and avenge our kingdom. I will be worthy. Even if it costs me my life? Even if I have to destroy the world? That's like the makings of a villain right there. That, I mean, I get it wanting to avenge your kingdom, but it isn't her father's fault that it happened because he decided to wage war? Determination swells in the princess's breast upon offering her pledge, almost as if her father had somehow heard her and offered up what little strength he had left to give. Oh, cool. Goodbye, Father. The goddess seems to be mocking me. Doors to the throne room were locked. Did she say the same thing? Yep. Man, I would love to run. What about this way? Probably locked, but... No! I see a shiny. I'm sorry, Professor. I could need this. Map of Harmonia. Sweet. Oh. Not actually all that useful. Now. Might be later. Full of dust. We can't read our favorite story? What about our banquet? Kind of looks like they're standing in the way, doesn't it? They is. The main doors are very heavy, and try as I might right now, I lack the strength to force them open. I must find another way out. A balcony, perhaps? Oh, what the crap? Weren't we just like on a balcony in our bedroom? What about this way? Seems like they're all in the way. Well, shit, I don't know. Do I have to go back up to my bedroom? Let's see. The throne room is locked. We have no idea what it looks like. The only balcony I know is the one in her bedroom. I feel so alone. I don't know, but somebody need to get this girl some clothes. Yeah, there we go. Descend the vines, of course. Can't descend while carrying the sword, it's too heavy. I have no choice but to throw it down and hope for the best. Where was she holding that thing anyway? Begin climbing down carefully, my body feels clumsy and weak. Moving my limbs has never felt so difficult. I only make it halfway down before my grip loosens and I slip. My arms lacking the strength to hold on to the vine any longer. Ah! My startled scream precedes a violent impact against the ground. Cool. I feel numb. Whether I've broken a bone or not, I can't tell, but I lack the strength to stand up. I curl up against myself instead. I'm alone. Alone in a world with no voices or faces. I should have stayed inside the dream. I can't allow myself to be this weak. Sob. I loathe the sound of my own sobbing for what feels like an eternity. It's all I can hear throughout the cold night. I try to muffle it. A threateningly deep and guttural growl suddenly pulls me back to reality. An enormous black beast towers over me, standing upright on its hind legs. Its crimson eyes pierce my soul. I can't find my sword, but even with it, I'd like the strength to stand up before this beast decides to pounce. What if this is just another dream? What if I wake up again? Perhaps death will be a new beginning. My instincts scream at me to run away, to crawl if necessary. I don't want to die. To be devoured like some piece of meat. It can't end like this. Don't touch her! Hmm? Oh, is that Chrono? That's really cool, man. It looks like a still from an anime or something. There's no time to think before a stranger suddenly places himself between the terror and I. He stands tall and firm, his shield raised defiantly. His eyes shine with a fierce glow as if he's in a frenzy. The warrior wastes no time, striking the beast's maw with his shield, thrusting his sword deep into its underbelly. The blade tears through its entrails in a brutal, merciless movement. The hideous shriek of the terror echoes through the night like the ill-fated melody of a living nightmare. It's enough to make my blood run cold. I stare up at the stranger's back, transfixed at his body, as his body tolls beneath the weight of his heavy breathing. I don't know him, and yet... Princess? Within his indigo's eyes, I swear I catch a glimpse of a blue sky, a faraway, gentle, and yet somehow familiar sky. My lips curl into a very weak smile. I've borne witness to a ghost, and at the sight of him, I feel at home again. My eyes draw to a close. I might be falling, but I feel... Lots of dots. Probably remove that. Yeah, it's totally Chrono and his witch grandmother, huh? Oh, the Oracle. Excuse me. Chrono, come eat something. The princess won't disappear if you take your eyes off of her for a brief moment. Forgive me, grandmother, but I don't have any appetite. Ah, youth. Always driven by passion and nothing else. She will return to us. No longer do I sense a curse upon her. Grandmother, do you think that the princess's awakening might be a sign that the kingdom is recovering? I lament to be the one to snatch such hope away from you, but I'm afraid that the goddess's punishment remains well rooted in this land. It must be something else. Someone must have awakened the princess, for good or for bad. Ooh. Well, why don't we ask her now that she's stirring awake? I open my eyes wearily. Soon enough, I notice something is out of place. For as long as I can remember, the first sight that always greeted me upon awakening was my bedroom. So where am I now? A princess? Oh, I deeply feared that I would never see you again during what little time remains of my life. A voice. A familiar voice. Almost as if nothing had changed. Oracle? Wait, I recognize this place, but I can't make any sense of this. Am I dreaming again? Is my mind simply overwhelmed by grief, knowing that I'm truly alone in this world? Oh, dear child. I'm afraid nothing is more real than the nightmare we find ourselves in. But this isn't possible, is it? The whole kingdom was... Only the two of us could avoid the curse. It's truly a tragedy. Immediately I take notice of the other survivor in the room. It's the young man who saved me from the terror. It's kind of obvious, man. It has been a while. It has been a while. But you were always so much younger than me. You were just a child. I've always been but a year younger than you, Princess. Having lived inside a dream for so long, I'm now having difficulty distinguishing reality from what was only inside my mind all this time. You should know that Chrono has been protecting the castle against terrors and bandits ever since that fateful day. Truth be told, bandits rarely step inside these lands for fear of being cursed. Let's see, we have thank you for your loyalty, Chrono. I've never thought you'd become this strong, so the kingdom has been taken by... You've demonstrated true and unparalleled commitment to my house in our hour of need. Truly, I could never ask for a greater squire. Thank you, Princess. He's changed so much, there's something familiar about him, and yet, at the same time, there isn't. I wonder how much remains of the energetic, shy little kid who was so unabashedly trained in the gardens all those years ago. I still can't believe I am truly awake. It's becoming difficult to distinguish dream from reality. Just a moment ago, I thought I was completely alone in the world. Now, for some reason, you both are here by my side. I fear this may be too good to be true. Believe it to be true, Princess. Even in these dark days, there is always a reason. I am the goddess's oracle because I partook of her fruit. A part of her essence runs through my veins, purifying my soul. This is why I possess the power to repel her rage. I did all that I could to keep Chrono safe until the goddess's light faded from the sky, and nothing but the black night remained. The oracle closes her eyes in sorrow. It must be a very painful memory for her. To think, while all this happened, I was dreaming of bright days and celebrations. My gaze falls low upon the sheets as I become prey to my own guilt and anger. Oracle, Chrono. I raise my head towards them. If I've ever harbored any doubts about the path I must walk, they're well and truly gone now. I'm here to break the curse and free our kingdom. Oh, I'm at the table now. Ellipses, ellipses. You aim to kill the goddess? I realize what I just said would be deemed the most unforgivable form of blasphemy, but it's been a long time since the goddess ceased being our guardian and instead became our executioner. Never again shall I worship the one who destroyed my kingdom. The goddess's punishment has been terrible. In such dark hours, only a fool would fail to understand how such anger might be overwhelming. However, in spite of everything that has happened, she is still the guardian of the world. None can tell what will become of the land and our very souls without her. More ellipses. Earlier you confessed that your visions have weakened. It coincides with what the witch said, does it not? That the goddess fell into a deep slumber and now her presence is barely felt. Haven't both sun and moon continued to rise and fall even in her absence? My child, you speak of matters unknown to you. Not even I, as close to the goddess as I am, know all of the details. You might do well to remember that it was the truth, spoken by a witch, that ultimately resulted in the fall of an entire kingdom. Back then, your father refused to listen. That woman had dug her claws into him, filling his ears with dastardly whispers. And now, she's doing the same to you. She's leaving you deaf and blind with rage. I fear that Crystaria's downfall may not suffice for her. Don't assume that I trust the witch. The witch didn't seem to lie. I mistrust her intentions just as much as you do, but in spite of that, she is not wrong. Our kingdom is cursed. If there's any possibility of saving Crystaria, I will entertain it. No matter the cost, I cannot walk away. Oh, my child, you speak with passion, but also as someone who feels they have nothing left to lose. As if the world has already ended for you, and nothing but sorrow and hatred remain.
Ellipses! Ellipses!
I am sorry for disappointing you, Oracle. Truly I am. But accepting the death sentence bestowed upon my kingdom is not an option for me. This is not what I was born to do. If you are so keen on defying fate, at least allow this poor old woman to ask you one last question. You're about to spill innocent blood and sink the world into the depths of chaos. What feelings stir in your heart knowing this? Can't allow myself to feel. It's really difficult for me. I don't feel any remorse. I'm not proud of the things I must do, if that is what you were asking. I wish I had the luxury of choice. I assure you that I would take a different path if I could. Alas, there are none. None that are acceptable to me. The Oracle nods gloomingly. But I can promise you from the bottom of my heart that the first drop of blood that I am willing to spill for this kingdom is my own. Ellipses. The path you walk will be full of thorns. I shall pray for your soul not to stray along the way. Chrono remains silent, not offering up a single word on the matter. I cannot tell what he must think of all this. For some reason, I'm beginning to feel very sleepy. My eyelids begin to close, and I am forced to shake my head just to stay awake. You should rest. There is still a long night ahead. I have been resting for 7 years. I don't understand why I feel so tired. You are unused to being awake. You will likely experience periods of deep sleep for a while until your body adjusts. I'll give you a remedy to help you recover faster. However, you must try to gather your strength for tomorrow. Yes, you're right. Thank you, Oracle. I'm sorry, Oracle. Good night. Thanks. She offers a weak smile before I turn to leave for bed. Pew! Ah! I open my eyes abruptly. My heart is pounding. It's still night, the darkness unsettles me. I'm unused to it. Am I awake? Suddenly, the fear that I may be somewhere else overwhelms me. What if the Oracle and Chrono have disappeared? Ah, the Oracle. I notice her sleeping in the bed next to me, and a sense of relief washes over me. Looking at her face as she sleeps makes me feel more at ease. At least I know that she's still here, and this wasn't a dream. On the other hand, I don't see Chrono. It's locked. What time it is? The silence that fills the air is tormenting me. I wonder, will death be similar to this? Oh, let's not find out, huh? Alright, I guess we're going out the front door. Frigid air greets my skin with a pinch as I step outside. It's a strange thing to accept. The Cristaria has become so cold. Weren't we on this map earlier? Were we like little? Like in the dream world or whatever? I don't remember. I finally spot Chrono. He's lying on the grass close to the lake. Is he asleep? His eyes are closed. He seems to be asleep. It still feels strange when I think about it. He's the same kid I knew from the dream. Let's go ahead and sit beside him, I guess. Oh, we have anything else to do. I find myself drawn to his company and carefully sit down alongside him. My eyes get lost in the quiet stillness of the lake. At this hour, the water looks like a dark, bottomless well. Nothing is as I remember. Where is my kingdom? Who dwells in it? You couldn't sleep either? I can't help but jump slightly in spite of how calm his voice is. When I shift my gaze to him, I find he's looking back in turn. Oh, we have lyrics in this song. I'm sorry. Did I wake you? No. Sup, girl? Hey, you didn't come to sleep out here because I was occupying your bed, did you? No, I noticed a slight blush on his cheeks. He breathes out a discreet sigh. Just thinking. You were very quiet earlier. I would like to know your thoughts about the possibility of saving Cristaria, about me. Keep on the mission. Ellipses. These lands have been devastated for so long. I barely remember the bustling streets of the old days, the laughter of every morning. And you are the first and only glimmer of hope this kingdom has seen in ages. I turn my gaze forward again toward the black abyss posing as a lake. My feet move idly on the grass, one rubbing against the other. It is a relief to hear that Chrono, yet at the same time, I'm surprised. You know as well as your grandmother that making an attempt on the goddess's life is a crime. Is a crime unlike any ever imagined. If it's a crime, then I will help you commit it. His declaration is met with wide eyes as I turn to look at him again, stunned. Ellipses. To hear those words to my ears, they sound like betrayal against the Oracle. I could never allow it. I feel that Chrono understands me, that I'm not alone. It's almost as if a part of those days is still with me. Am I that afraid? You are brave, Chrono, or perhaps just as reckless as I feel selfish for admitting that I would gladly accept your company on the path that lies ahead. However, in this world's eyes, my soul is filthy. Just stare at the lake quietly. Words lodge themselves heavily in my throat. I'll leave them there to die, under the yoke of silence. Ellipses! 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 Princess, could you try lying down for a moment? Ellipses? I can't hide my bewilderment as I look at him, his gaze still fixated on the sky above. Though puzzled, I oblige and mimic him regardless. I lie down with my back on the grass, and I can't help but let out a breath of amazement. Cool. I'd been so focused on the lake that I hadn't paid attention to how beautiful the stars looked. When was the last time I truly saw them? I think it was many, many years ago. Together with Chrono, just like this. Those days didn't hurt. Ellipses. We remained like this for a while, lying side by side in silence, watching the stars shimmer from the pocket of calm lost within a withered kingdom. His presence brings me comfort. And the breeze is gentle, and my eyelids are only getting heavier. Who would have guessed that even in the depths of the darkness, I would still find something so... Where am I? The mattress that nestles warmly against my still body feels familiar, but the air carries a scent I haven't breathed in a long time. One that might have greeted me from the gardens of the past. And I feel such joy and such sorrow. It's overwhelming. Oh, goddess, is it you? Managed to open my eyes. Oh, man, it's Seneca, huh? He looks kind of evil right there. The silhouette of a stranger is dangerous. Proximity to the princess makes my blood run cold. How was your awakening, princess? He whispers warmly with a sweet voice, a serpent in a child's ears. Now you know how much truth there was in my mistress's words. Reality cuts deeper than 1,000 swords. I cannot move. It's as if I not only lack a body, but a voice too. Oh, so you are not alone. Oh, man. Shit.
Woo! So, Crystaria's oracle is alive. How fortunate that she survived. It must have been quite a relief for you. The stranger looks at me, intently aware of my presence. For a moment, he's all that I can see and perceive. Goddess of mine, Mother of creation, I beg of you to open your eyes, for shadows spread while you sleep. The plot thickens. I'm still here. Seems nothing robbed the kingdom of birds of their song. The last thing I remember is watching the stars of Chrono. So how did I wind up back in bed? Is this still locked? Yep. What's up, dog? You're awake. Good morning, Chrono. You seem surprised.
Good morning, Princess. How did you sleep?
I slept well. I assume it was thanks to your grandmother's remedy.
That is good to hear.
Chrono, I don't quite remember what happened last night. Did I fall asleep?
Yes, outside. I carried you to your bed afterwards. Grandmother wasn't exaggerating when she said that you were a deep sleeper.
Thank you for carrying me. I don't like feeling so exposed. Are you sure nothing else happened? That was nice.
Don't need to thank me. You should talk to my grandmother. She has something for you.
Is he going to say the same thing?
Grandmother's waiting for you.
Sweet. Good morning, Oracle. Oh, Princess. Would you be so kind as to bring me one of the little jars from the table by the entrance? Sure. Small jar. Ah, yes. This one is perfect. Oracle begins filling the jar with some sort of elixir she seems to have been preparing. Oracle? I'm ready to depart. This is a farewell. Ellipses, ellipses. Won't you say anything? Are you planning on leaving like this, with neither a weapon in hand nor armor upon your back? I was planning on visiting the castle's armory before departing. I should find something there. I see.
Grandmother!
Chrono, give it to her.
Take this, Princess. This key opens the closet in your bedroom, where we've kept something that belongs to you.
Contain closet key. This is... I like the Oracle's cloak bouncing around as she walks. That's cool. This is the armor your mother wore the day she met the king on the battlefield, fighting terrors. Mother? And this sword is a gift from the king, ordered to be forged for you shortly after your birth. No one has ever wielded it. It has waited for you all these years. Chrono, why don't you go outside and tend to the garden while the princess changes? Of course. He runs to the window to peek. Oh, Prometheus, huh? Obtain Maiden of Ashes. Cool, we're not naked. Finally, I'm ready to depart, Chrono. Although I try to hide it, there's a knot in my throat, another one in my stomach.
Princess.
You know, I kind of wish... she's always been on this side, so I get the consistency with this, but them being switched here, I don't know. Anyways, it's just an observation. It's fine the way it is, because like I said, she's been on the left the whole time.
Caught off guard as Chrono suddenly bends the knee, his eyes now glistening sharply with a determination that could slice the air between us. Castaria's oracle is a witness, and as the squire I have served as since the day I was born, I ask you to take me with you. Allow me to become Castaria's sword and shield. I swear to you I shall pledge to spill every last drop of my blood for its salvation if I must. Ellipses. Chrono. Ellipses. You're the oracle's kin. As it stands right now, you should consider me an enemy, Chrono, not an ally. Yes, she is the oracle. She is sworn to the goddess above all else. But I was born a squire, and thus I am sworn to my kingdom and to you. Ellipses. In truth, I had feared setting off on this path alone from the start, and I know I'll need all the help I can get. Accept Chrono, seek the oracle's permission. Chrono, every son and daughter of Castaria has the right to give up their life in service of the kingdom. However, you are also indebted to your grandmother, she who has given you a life and a home. It is her and her alone whose permission you should seek today. With that said, I shift my gaze to the oracle. She remains silent, listening. Oracle, I would be lying if I said I do not wish to have my squire by my side, but I do not harbor any desire to offend you further than I already have. I did not return to life just to take from you what little you have left. Thus, I consider it inappropriate to allow anything other than your opinion to prevail in this matter. I leave the decision entirely in your hands. Chrono looks towards the oracle, his expression intense yet focused. Okay. Most of these, like, explaining what's happening has been coming from Aranis. And this one's not. I mean, there was a couple that weren't, but it just, I don't know, it feels weird. Oracle breaks down her own silence with a sigh. You are a man now, Chrono, capable of making his own decisions. I always knew that day would come when you'd decide to leave, that your fate wouldn't be found in the calmness of acceptance. Well, I sought the goddess's mercy in the skies. You sought only the fragments of your dear kingdom, withering alongside its memories. Oracle shakes her head softly. No, your fate has always been tied to hers. Grandmother. Go now. We have things to prepare for the journey. Take some food and all the gold you can find in the cottage. There shall be much more in the castle's vaults, but I don't recommend carrying much on such dangerous paths. Thank you, grandmother. The kingdom is still infested with terrors. You shouldn't stay here on your own, with no means to protect yourself. Come with us, at least as far as Fortuna. The oracle must never leave her kingdom. Your concern is misplaced either way. It does not mean you must fear for it. Come, I'll give you the last of the remedy I've prepared. It should suffice towards your complete recovery. I know you don't have a bad heart, Princess. I wish there was another way. I truly do. Ellipses. I shall pray to the goddess for your soul, and for mine. Goodbye, home of my childhood, my silent kingdom. They did it! They said the name! Taking your laughter and despair with me as I march towards the unknown as a princess, a champion, and a murderer. That's badass right there. If I am fortunate enough to return someday, it shall be with both my sword and soul stained with blood, and with the world on its knees for you. It's a good way to end it right there, man. I didn't mean man. It's person. I don't know if you're a team, a man, woman, I don't know. Silent Kingdom. It's a nice logo. That's a beautiful way to end it. I want more. I want to know more. Let's see, we have scrolling credits here. Idea, Lucky Cat. Character designs, Lucky Cat. Art, Lucky Cat. beautiful art. Hey, wonderful. Composer. Hey, the music's been wonderful. I didn't point that out. I wanted to say that earlier. The music's been really nice and on point. Sound design, even though some of it was RTP and such, it was just wonderful. It was used correctly. I got a lot of those in my game. Additional musics. Very cool. Icons. Special thanks. Nice. Pictendo. That's so funny. Kickstarter backers who made this game possible. Part 1. Supreme Ruler. Hey, look at all that, man. Yeah, I saw that when this game was recommended to me by Moe's the Tiger, who I played his game last time. And I went and checked it out, and I was like, holy crap, this looks amazing. They had a successful Kickstarter. I'm not 100% sure when this game's coming out. I believe next year? I don't know. I'd have to double check that. But that is wonderful. Wonderful. I think you deserved to get funded through Kickstarter. This is a very tight demo. We didn't run into any problems. We ran at a smooth 60 the whole time. And you guys know I've been having some issues with some of that. With some of these more pushing the game engine's limits. But man, I don't even feel like we're playing an RPG Maker game. It just feels like a great game. Man, it's part 2. And you know what? Like, Kickstarter these days is a lot harder than it was several years ago. I mean, I don't know when you did it. But I believe you released your demo in, what, 2022 originally? The version we're playing now, it said it was updated 50 days ago by the time me playing it. I hadn't seen this. This blew right by me. I don't know how I missed it, man. It's just amazing. I loved it. The sound, music, the art especially sets this apart. The story, my goodness. I feel like it takes a little bit of some tropes. Not too much though, and it really takes us on somewhere that I feel is pretty unique. The whole witch thing, I mean, you can tell there's some evilness in Seneca, but at the same time, it's like you're not quite sure. And obviously, the goddess cursed us, but we also, or you know, the king, our father, went to war with the neighbor, or wanted to go to war with the neighboring kingdom. So I mean, man, look at all these names. That's just so cool, man. That's so cool. That's so cool. Now, we're going to sit through the rest of this. Hopefully I can fit all this in one video. But, man. I can't wait for this to come out. I'm going to put this on my wish list. I believe they have a Steam. I got this from Mitch, but I believe there's a Steam demo as well. I mean, I have, like, really no criticism. I might have said a few things, but I mean, what the hell do I know? This was right on point. I loved it. I enjoyed it. I'm recognizing a few names here, but maybe I'm... That's the internet. Never mind. But I'm really liking this. This will probably be our last video for 2024. My kids will be getting out of school soon for the holiday break. And I'm going to be spending Christmas with family and such. And I will be back, hopefully, at the start of next year with something really good. I doubt anything's going to top this anytime soon. This is a good one, you know? That's the thing with the RPG Maker community. Sometimes I feel like they're just trying to make a good RPG Maker game, or trying to make it look like it's not made in RPG Maker. The goal is to make a good game, no matter what engine you're in. Make a good game, dude. We got a part 3. Did you have 3 different Kickstarters, or is this just like the different tiers? I feel like we're getting a little bit of jumpity there in our... That might be me though. Kickstarter back part 4. Yeah, these gotta be different tiers. Oh, that's cool. It when I push enter to speed it up instead of speeding up, it just like, hey. That's cool, man. I've never seen that before. Oh, man. Part 6. Dude, how much money did you get from this? That's none of my business. Thank you for playing this demo. Well, hey, thank you for releasing and making this. I wish you all the best. I really do. And this will be one of those games that I check out when it comes out for sure. For sure. Hey, if you like this, please consider liking, subscribing, leave a comment, and I'm going to see you guys next year. Adios!